Is the Arcane Warrior M'Link X for the Denza B5. Something crazy like 15 kilograms, very light. Okay, so I am starting my video late here, but I'm showing you the assembly of the M'Link platform for the Denza B5 that arrived yesterday, and I started putting together. Apologies, I've only just thought to video this now, but yeah, at least I can show you how far I got. So it came incredibly well packaged and really well protected. I was very happy with that because the box took a bit of a dent during delivery, as you can see, and one of the straps even was missing from the box. So I think that's the delivery driver, but everything was really well protected. Only comes in a few sections. You've got like the end piece, two side pieces, the crossbars in the middle, and then the end piece. So it's really simple to put together. I think something that sparks a lot of joy is, you know, the packaging is just so good. So this is what the brackets that I'm putting on at the moment that attach it to the roof rack bar come in, very well boxed, and with the parts, the screws. And then if you look here, this was the other package with the different screws for putting the actual frame together, which is great. So we've got two sets of instructions, interestingly in Chinese, but there's online videos from Arcane Warrior, which I think are better than an instruction manual anyway. And the videos are in English, which is great. Gave us a nice little pack. There's a Montis, I guess. I'm not sure who Montis are, but you know, it's a very solid sticker thing there, and you know, in amongst this with the warranty information is a few stickers and other bits and bobs. So yeah, you get all the screws you need, get the tools you need as well. So you get the Allen keys, the different sizes, you get the spanners, wrenches, you know, etc. And I'll show you how I'm getting on. So forgive the dog munching on his bone. He's been very interested in this. So to get started, I just had to, they just slide in. So these end bits, they just slid in. And I don't know if you can see, you can't see, but there's basically two screws on either end that require you to use the long end of the Allen key to screw in. So we're talking, you know, 8 screws to attach it, and that's it. And I'll show you how the bars, the crossbars fit. They just slide in and slide out, and they're very easily adjustable. So that's fantastic. I'll show you that in a bit. What I'm doing right now is I'm just preparing the roof bar attachments. So let me just put these down. Okay, what I need is this. I need these. Okay. And as you can see, I've put the T-screws that come with it. I need 2 of those. And got the crossbar mount. So the way this works, and I had to look at a video online for this. With the Denza B5, you get 6. I think on other models there's only 2. Let's make this up now. Okay. So bear with me. Oh, that's interesting. In this case, this is fully attached. So what we do is you've got different adjustment points that when you come to fix it to the roof bar, this will be on the outside, and you just tighten these 2 bolts here. And there's another section which I need to do. If you forgive me, I'm going to stop filming for a second and then come back. So I'm just resuming filming. The reason being, these 2 screws in the pack come out now. There's an adjustment here. You can imagine this is where the roof bar is going to be, and then you sort of set it in position, and then by tightening these 4 screws, you're going to grip the claw, you know, around, so that moves forward and back. So you grip these around a roof bar, right? That's going to be attached to. So that's how it's done. And then there's a clip they have, excuse me, which is branded Arcane Warrior, which once you've adjusted it and got it fitted, you put this on and it covers it up. Yep. So the videos online show how to do this, but so unless you want to put on here just for now, and just put it on loosely enough to adjust it, because there's specific distances that I could understand in the instructions. Go with the ones in the instructions rather than online. The online videos at the moment are for the Defender and the tank, I think, and they reference different measurements that these should be apart. So later when we put it up on the roof, there's I'll show you in the instruction manual, there's a specific distance for things. So well, this is the frame instruction. So as you can see, there was, you know, you attach, they just slot in nicely. It's very obvious, you can't get it wrong. There's only one way it can fit. And then on the other end, and the arrows, there's some arrows on the bars that you do pointing towards the front. Yep, and then you've got these two screws that you do on each end. So that's what I was talking about with that. So for the brackets, there we go. So these are the measurements I was referring to. So I'm not sure if that's coming out well, but basically you do literally, so you put them up, keep them loose, put it up on the roof, and then you can adjust these before you tighten everything up. And you need to be measuring, you know, 39 centimeters to the start of the first, then a 45 centimeter gap, and a 40 centimeter gap, and that should leave you with a 51 centimeter gap to the rear point, you know. So that's pretty specific, right? And there's a good video online showing how to fit it. I'll try and video my fitting it with my help of my wife and daughter later, but we'll see. Okay, so you just tighten these up, and I've been tightening until they get tight and then loosening them a bit so there's enough give to move them around. So yeah, I can move that around as I need to. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. It's going to be like these, and then that's ready for my wife and I to lift up onto the roof and just settle it on the roof rails, and then check the measurement and tighten them up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to flip this over and show you how to adjust the rails. It's just very, very easy on this system, very easy, and designed so that you can do it once it's attached to the roof. You can add and move the bars without having to undo any of these brackets, these other brackets. So I'll show you that. So I've just flipped it over, as you can see. So yeah, you can see here kind of the branding and M'Link. These are the arrow stickers I was talking about, so pointing to the front, and it's quite obvious which one is the front. You know, it's got the Arcane Warrior logo on it, and you can tell the back because this is the gap that you're going to have to slide the brackets in and out, okay, when you're adding them in. Now it comes with two brackets, and you think, oh, that's not enough. I actually think, you know, depending on what you're storing on here, if you're storing cases or solid things on here, that's fine. And Arcane Warrior sell those. I'm going to be fitting on a loose roof bag, so I've actually ordered 3 more cross rails from Arcane Warrior. They're going to be delivered separately, but that's the good news. You can just add more rails if you want. Yeah, and I mean, one thing about this system is it's actually, as it is right now, I think this is around 14 kilograms, 15 kilograms. It's a really seriously light roof platform, which is great, because the Denza is limited to 75 kilograms on the roof because of the panoramic sunroof, I would imagine. You know, that's, yeah, there's only so much weight they can put on a structure that's also, you know, compromised a bit by having a panoramic sunroof. The other thing with these being able to be moved about is you can leave the space at the front for the sunroof if you don't want bars over the top of it ruining the aesthetic for you if you want it open. But for me, I don't care too much about that. But I guess when you're not using it, you could take panels out or bars out quite easily. So with me telling you it's easy, let's see. So you can see here, you've got the gutter system here. When you add a new rail, you put a gripper under here that it screws into, and then it's into the system. So I've done fairly tight, so let me undo that. So it's loosened. And loosen this one. There we go. And then, as if by magic, it's movable. You see? Oh, hang on. Obviously you want to try and move it together because it's going to get wedged. There you go. It's that easy to loosen them and move them around, right? Now if I wanted to, I could just slide it along here and pull it out. I'm not going to do that because it's got I've just loosened it, but it's got the bit the other side. It's like got a square kind of like a T-bolt thing that's underneath that you fix to it when you first slot it in, which is very easy to do. I suppose I could show you it. Hang on. Hang on, let me lift it up. Okay, so there it is. So if you see this square bit there, that's the bit that tightens up and holds it into place, right? And when you first fit it, you pop it through this square here, which is designed for you to be able to pop it in there and just tighten it, and then it's in the rail system. So as you can see, I was able to lift that up with one hand. It's incredibly light. The general feel is this is good quality. So here you've got points here that you can reveal for doing attachments like awnings and things like that. I'm not going in for that myself. I want to keep all of the weight for storage on this. I've actually got a new pagoda, actually, freestanding pagoda that we're going to use, that I'd rather use the weight for. So move it to where you want it. Yeah, I might move that up a little bit. I'm not exactly doing this in the exact science. What I probably should do is measure it, right? Let's try and get that judgment roughly so that's straight. And then you just tighten it, right? So there's one. You can see here's the entry point for the T-bolt. There's also a rubber channel here that you can, channel fill that you can take out for putting T-bolts down here as well, I believe. So if you want to go that way, just tighten that. And there we go. That's in place. Simple as. Okay, so we're fitting it on the roof now. Got some help from the family to lift it up here. Once it was up on, positioning it was fairly straightforward. The key thing is the measurements between these. So you can see this just on where it joins the roof. That's a good marking point. So yeah, if you just follow that, 39 is the first one, 45 between them, then 40 between them, and then 51 to the tail. And yeah, and that's it. Yeah, the bit to make sure these nuts here are screwed into the clip underneath well enough, because they kind of, like a couple of them were loose or came loose while I was fitting it, which was a real palaver to then put them back in again. I had effectively had to lift the frame up and kind of pull them out and get access to them to put them in, because doing it by fingers, it's not going to work. And it's hard to get that initial thread. So just make sure these two bolts here into the underside clip, make sure that they're in deep enough before you put it up, so that they don't come loose or come off, because that's a pain. I had to go back and sort of start again on a couple of bits. So once you've got that sort of loosely on, then you position this so you're happy. One thing to watch out for, it looks like the width of the car is not consistent. So you know, you see this and you see the kind of the overhang there versus no overhang there, and you think, oh, that looks off, but then you compare on both sides and that's actually straight, you know. So that's a consistent width on the other side. It's exactly the same on the other side. Yeah, you can see how that graduates. Okay. The other bit is, I don't know if you can see under here. Yeah, just make sure you're tightening, not loosening. It's upside down, reverse it. All right, so right to left. Yeah, because the last thing you want is something like that falling off, and then you've got to take the whole thing off to put it back on. It seems an obvious thing, but you know. And then obviously the other thing is just avoid tightening all up until you've got everything set and almost tight. Okay, and then tighten it up finally, because there's nothing worse if you've got to go back and redo it all. But yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Obviously, as mentioned, I've still got some other roof bars to come, but yeah, I'll show you a video once it's all done. So it's done, it's finished. There we go. This is the Arcane Warrior M'Link X for the Denza B5. Something crazy like 15 kilograms, very light. Fits to the existing roof rail. Easy to move the crossbars, easy to add new crossbars. Fitting was fiddly, but I did it myself. Apart from lifting it up initially on the roof, it was a one-person job. Needed a ladder. I wouldn't recommend trying to stand on the footwells and do it. Yeah, very happy with that. And we're off camping in a week's time. So I might do a video showing it loaded up